Okay. Oh, look at that granny shoulder. It's crazy how hard you can grow something and it still is not impressive. Maybe next to the average twank, but this is not okay. Arms still look decent. Ooh. Let me just not pay attention as I drive, so hopefully someone just walks in front of it. Okay, on our way to the gym after that Myron session. And we're going to go hit some deadlifts. We'll be doing some deficits and some normal deadlifts, along with my... I think it's going to be a normal thing now to start with pause high bar squats, but that's fine by me. Doing those and then doing my deadlifts and their variations. Ooh, I just saw a SWAT van just drive by. That was cool. I haven't seen one of those in Missouri ever. Must be something going down. But got some split squats and GHD movements and briefcase carries for core, along with core and adductor stability, I guess is what it would be for, is the, which I end up doing now for a warm-up, is my Copenhagen planks. I'm gonna keep my arm up like that so you can see my actual badass shoulder just popping out. I don't know, man. I just don't understand. Just don't got that 3D look to it. It just looks like a granny shoulder. When can I get the boulder shoulders? Oh, someone ran across the road. Hit him with the car. 20 points. No, it was just quiet just then. That was because I just saw a smoker sitting on someone's front yard, and I was like, oh, is that free? Might have to check on Facebook Market for that one. But yeah, that was something. But we're on our way now to go hit those movements, and then I'm gonna hit a couple back movements afterwards. We're gonna do single arm cable pull downs, and I don't know if I'm going to do pullovers this time. I think I'm going to just do some type of movement to work on that back thickness. Because when I've been looking to the side, whenever I stand still, I have a big back for my size, but it's like the chest to back thickness is not ideal. So we gotta hit more rows, hit more movements to really emphasize that growth in there. That's basically all for today's lift. Nothing crazy. 2 movements afterwards, probably. And then we're gonna just stick to the plan. I haven't done deficits in a while, so we'll see how that goes. I'm not gonna do anything crazy on them. 405 should be a sufficient starting point, but we'll see. When we get to 3 plates, it might be less, might be 365, because I'm doing everything conventional right now, so trying to build that up. So we got that, then we got 2 sets of 5 at that, then 2 sets of 5, or 2 sets of 3 at just normal deadlift, so probably just a 500. Started off with the ep56, something easy, because it's just for 3s, so we'll see. It's all set now, but we'll see when the video comes out what it ends up being. And we'll talk about it on the way home. See you guys in there. Oh, okay. Just like last time, on the way home from the gym, great pump in my back. I didn't get a video of the lat pull downs, single arm lat pull downs I was doing, but you guys kind of get the gist of it. I had a normal pull down machine that you've seen me doing these videos plenty of times before, with different grips, of course, but most of the time I think I actually do with just a normal pull down bar. But like this time I grabbed the handle that you usually do on the cable machine, I strapped it up there, and what I saw on a YouTube short, I saw or maybe an Instagram reel, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was a YouTube short where a guy was talking about how he gets his clients to engage their lats even more. And I already can engage my lats pretty well just by doing the normal way and just making sure I'm squeezing and trying to tuck that elbow and pull it back like it's in a string. So like the less I can come here, because this isn't going to be as much of a tension or as much tension and squeeze on the lat as keeping your elbow close to your body because of the focal point. I feel as though the way he did it had an even more intriguing outcome, I would say, because when I did it his way, which involved doing what I was doing but coming with a twist and squeezing, that was something new. It's hard to even like describe because it was just so different, because I felt just as much as my lat engaging more, I also felt my core engaging more. So I didn't know, because you have to keep that stability in your core when you twist and then when you squeeze your lat. So it was a give and take. I did like it. I'm gonna be running it for the next couple weeks, for just this whole training block, to be honest, to see what it does, how it feels, and see if there's any differences I feel and look and see doing it. But that's why in the last video when I'm doing my rows on the chest supported row machine that I was doing, chest support T-bar row machine, and I did the supinated grip. When I did that, I was doing that movement after I was doing sets of the lat pull down. So my lats, hand grip, just all in general, that whole upper body portion was already spent, so that way I didn't have to throw on 4 plates on that machine. I just had 2 plates and a 25. So yeah, that was good. I enjoyed the pain. The actual powerlifting portion, that wasn't the accessories. I did a 345 on my pause high bars for 2 sets of 3. I didn't record those. Everything was RP6 base, RP6. So thinking of it like that, I was trying to consider these new movements, and I kept the squats the same as you saw, because 345 is what I was hitting in the last training cycles by the end. for my warm-up slash... I'm supposed to use it as a warm-up, but I kind of use it as also a quad builder. Might as well. You're doing some high bars. So I kind of just like close in my legs a little bit and really focus on my quads. But as soon as I got done with that, we moved to deadlifts, and I did 385 for those sets. And it was only 2 sets of 5, but I had to go beltless because your boy is fat. And just the tension buildup of having to go an extended version of a deadlift while trying to stay tight, like, not ideal. And then we did what I thought was just going to be normal deadlifts afterwards. I looked back at the program, and it wasn't. It was not at all. It was normal conventional deadlifts with a 3-second eccentric, and that's the lowering of the bar from the top. It basically bringing the lift back into position of start of the actual movement. For example, on bench, the eccentric would be coming down, getting the stretch, and then you're exploding up. And then in deadlifts, it's after you pull up, when you're going back down, that's the stretch, and that's the starting point, is going back to the ground. This ground is the starting point, so you're stretching to there. And same with squats, the eccentric would be coming down into the squat and getting the stretch, because it's like bench. It's like that's going to be your starting point. But that was that. Focused on that. Ironically, though, I looked up to see if I was doing the eccentrics right, and the first video I see is of assuming he's a powerlifting coach, some type of strength athlete coach, shitting on anyone or any coaches that prescribe these slow eccentric deadlifts. I don't know why. Well, he gave his reasons why, but I don't see why those were such shitty reasons to justify it not being a good movement. But when I talked back to my coach about it, he said the reason why he wanted to do those is for my sumo. So he actually wanted me to hit sumo with my deadlifts today. Completely F that up, because we did not, as you see in the video, I did conventional. So that's okay though, because as long as I feel like I'm doing the same thing that I'm trying to do in that I would be doing if I did the sumos with the slow eccentric, it would be the keeping of the form on the way down and the control over the weight. And it actually is a good muscle builder for the posterior chain, because doing the slow eccentric is going to be putting my body under tension, and higher tension equals gains. So, be jealous of my awesome gains. But with that, I did 455 for 2 sets of 3. And in the video, you see they move super easy. But I kid you not, that was the most tiresome sets. Like, I had split squats today as an accessory, and those kill me. I only did those with 70 pounds on my back. The goal is to work up to be able to do plates by the end of all these. Like, I'm hoping the end of this block, I'll be doing 115 to 135, somewhere between there. So that way I can start working towards 2 plates. But with those, and the same with the eccentrics. The eccentric tempos is you want to focus on that slow, eccentric pulling of the muscles. Act like I'm hurting myself. Like pulling of the muscle fibers and stretching those muscle fibers as much as you can, helping engulf them in blood, the blood of yourself. But that was the lift today. I did some GHDs, some Copenhagen planks, and some briefcase carries, which none of those were captured on camera, along with the one arms, pull downs, and high bar pause squats. Excuse my yawning, I am drained. The workout drained me, but pumped my muscles. Not bicep vein? No, never mind. Disappointment. The one thing I've noticed since doing the leg press, or really anything to where I'm like overstretching, especially on my quads, I think my glutes are taking over, and all those movements that I thought was stretching my quads, which it felt like it was, and they look like they're semi-growing, but I just like was walking by a mirror, and this is hilarious. I was walking by a mirror in my gym today, and I like kind of just like you glance over, you check yourself out. It's a natural thing to do when you're jacked. Well, look over, and all I can see is my rump, my thumper, my dump truck sticking out like it's a freaking semi-truck in a parking lot, just trying to fit in a normal parking spot. Insanity. I go, what is that? And then I realized, oh, that's me. It is insane how thick my gluteus maximus and gluteus medius and gluteus minus are. Oh no, you're falling. Yeah, that was a quite a shocker to see that. I mean, you guys can't tell in video, and I don't expect you to, but like it's just such a odd thing, like with how much I was focusing on really building my quads. As soon as I started doing hamstring stuff again and glute and hamstring movements, I would say, how much that has like changed to where now my ass and hamstrings are just always pumped. It's cool. I mean, it's cool getting a pump in your, getting that butt pump. But it's just not ideal in the overarching scheme of, the grand scheme of aesthetics. I mean, Ronnie Coleman had a big butt, but he also had humongous legs to the point that they looked huge when he would stand them together. His legs together were bigger than most people's legs when they stand there, squat on them to pop their adductors out, and then move their hips back to make it look even bigger because their hips look small because they're at a farther distance. After all that, Ronnie still has bigger legs. And that's not just like factually like has bigger legs and measurement wise has bigger legs, like they just look bigger. It's insane. And that's kind of where I'm trying to get to, but you got to get there first. Man, almost getting home right like how I am really hits you in the tires. Like, as you tell, I'm yawning constantly. And to be honest, this video is what's probably keeping me awake, is making this video. So thank you. I mean, I'm almost there, so goes fall asleep. What do I like? One of those memes where like, what do you want when you get that urge to want to kiss something, and you're trying to figure out what you want to kiss next, and then it just shows a bunch of objects to wrap your car around or smash the front of your car into. That's funny. On that note, but besides all that, I'm gonna go home, eat some meat and some carbs, protein and carbs, and you can't forget their best buddy, fats. Yeah, but this new training block's gonna be odd. Like tomorrow's lift was like one of the first ones I looked at whenever I was trying to see any differences between this one and my last 3 months of lifting were. And the biggest difference is that I just traded tempo squats for tempo deadlifts. That was the biggest change I saw. That wasn't much of a change. I'm just trading one heavy movement for just as hard, if not harder for most people, heavy movement. Because most people, deadlift isn't their first option. If they're like, hey, you want to squat, bench, or deadlift? They're not going to go, yeah, let's deadlift. Most people are going to go, yeah, no. Get away from me. Who are you? Where are we? Why is there a bag on my head? Wait, what? I'm not gonna lie though, just then, just going on that little tangent, my eyes kind of just zoned out, and it was so weird. It was like, but that was the lift, and that was a rant. You guys got to hear both. Talked about some of the cues and different things I do to feel and get different types of stimuli to the muscles. Really, they're not new stimuli. It's just new ways to hit it to get the same stimulus, but applejacked. We'll pull in here in a second so I can go get this food. Cause your boy needs gains. My arms, not even. My shoulders, my granny shoulders. I need them for my granny shoulders. But I will see you guys next time. Stay juicy, twinks.